What's up you guys, in today's video I'm going to talk about a pretty cool scale called the Harmonic Major scale. Now I've been working with this scale for the last couple of weeks. I've actually worked on it before and I've written a couple of songs with it, but I've never really sat down to focus on more of an, you could call it improvisational approach to using this scale. So I finally decided to just sit down and get on through with it because I really do love the sound of this scale. Now, a really good thing about this scale is that it's actually a parent scale. So it's pretty much the same thing as the major scale, the melodic minor scale, the harmonic minor scale, where you can find a whole bunch of different modes. And that's awesome because you get a ton of different sounds from just this one scale and just 7 different applications. So 7 different approaches give you 7 different, completely different sounds. Now, in terms of the intervallic construction, this scale is built of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and 7. So yes, it's pretty much just the major scale with an added flat 6. The cool thing about this is that you get that minor third that we usually associate with the harmonic minor scale. So it gives you a bit of that darkness, a bit of that extra spice from, you could say, harmonic minor, but it begins in a major setting. So it's almost like you're playing a little bit with the emotions of the listener, of the audience, because you're giving them a little bit of happy and a little bit of dark. So it's a pretty cool scale to actually check out. Now the actual scale sounds like this. So you get, like I said, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and 7s. You can immediately notice that flat 6. As soon as it moves from the flat 6 to the 7, it almost sounds like harmonic minor. Check it out again. Right there. That's the flat 6. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and 7. So it's weird, but it's also pretty cool that you get both of those different sounds in just one scale. Now there's a couple of ways of looking at this scale in terms of application. You can look at it in a more inside manner, and you can play it over a, you could say, major 7 sharp 5 chord. Yes, there is no sharp 5 within this scale, but there's a flat 6. And you could almost make that flat 6 function as a sharp 5, at least in the setting of a major 7 sharp 5 chord. Why? Because there's no other fifth, there's really nothing else stopping you from using that scale over that chord. It fits in perfectly. It's almost like you're making that major 7 sharp 5 chord into a major 7 flat 13 chord without a fifth. And that takes me to the next chord that you can play. It's a major 7 flat 13 chord. Now another setting where you can use this scale is over just any type of major stuff, and it'll give you just a little bit of that outside type of sound. So you can use it over normal major triads or normal major 7 chords, or even over a major chord progression, but you're going to have that extra spice of that flat 6. It's important to keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit of an avoid tone because it's a flat 6. It's going to create that friction between the fifth and, again, the flat 6. So don't stay on that note too long, but go over it and it'll give you that extra bit of spice. Now, like I said before, it's a parent scale, so you get 7 different modes. I'm going to mention each of those different modes, but I will be creating a bit of a series in terms of the modes of this scale, and I'll go through them in detail throughout all of those specific videos. Now, the modes, okay, we begin with harmonic major, then we have Dorian flat 5, Phrygian flat 4, which is personally not my favorite name for that scale, because that flat 4 is pretty much functioning as a third, and the scale is usually more used, it's more prone to be used over a dominant chord or a dominant altered chord than it is over a minor 7 chord, which is what we usually think about when we think about Phrygian. Now the next mode is melodic minor sharp 11. That's the actual name I like. I also know that scale as Lydian flat 3. But again, you think Lydian, you think a major type of setting. No, this is completely different. This is melodic minor type of a setting. It's just, it has a sharp 11. So it's more for a minor major 7 type of approach with that added sharp 11. I really enjoy that specific scale because I love the way a major 7 sounds over a minor type of setting. I also love the way a flat 5 sounds over a minor type of setting. And in this case, it's not really a flat 5, but it has that sharp 11, which pretty much reacts the same way against a minor chord. So that's pretty cool. The next mode is Mixolydian flat 2. And it's pretty interesting because when you look at the 4 main parent scales, you get a certain type of Mixolydian. You got Mixolydian for the major scale, you got Mixolydian flat 6 for melodic minor, you got Mixolydian flat 2, flat 6, and harmonic minor, which is also called Phrygian dominant, and now you get Mixolydian flat 2 within the harmonic major scale. You also get dogs barking in the background. So when you put them side by side, you get either a Mixolydian flat 2, or a flat 6, or flat 2 and flat 6, or you get none of those. So it's pretty cool, it's pretty interesting. Now the next mode is Lydian Augmented sharp 2, and finally we have Locrian double flat 7, which I like to call Locrian diminished because it has that double flat 7 at the end, or that diminished 7 at the end. And well, even though I've never really heard anybody else using the term Locrian diminished, maybe I just gotta look a little bit further, but it has a nice ring to it, so I like calling it Locrian diminished. Alright, so that's a pretty quick intro to the whole harmonic major topic. I will be digging deeper and creating more content around the harmonic major scale as time passes by, but I just really wanted to share with you guys because it's something that I've been working on lately. Now, if you're interested in knowing more about the modes of harmonic major, harmonic minor, melodic minor, even the major scale, and how they relate to other scales, maybe pentatonic scale, altered pentatonic scales, and all that good stuff, you can check out my book, The Art of Scale Weaving, which is on sale on Amazon. And if you want to see some demonstrations and specific licks of these types of scales and how they can be used, you can check out my 10 lick box set with the guys from Guitar Tutorials, and it's called 10 Modern Fusion Licks. Now, if you like the video, remember to share it with everyone you know. Remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the like button and comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. Alright, thanks for watching.